I got a curiosity question because I know the Texas Tech punter is really good.
Mhm.
Do you study punting film that much, or do you just kind of just catch and punt? And
No, yeah, punting, studying the guys that are going to kick the ball is like half of what I do, so
Oh, really?
I definitely have to study that stuff.
Yeah.
If we're playing somebody that's from Australia, usually Mackenzie Morgan, who's here, knows him because they all come from the same, pool of guys. So he usually helps me out, giving me some detailed stuff on them. And then obviously I'll reach out to Trenton Gill. Even now, like he texts me about the Texas Tech guy. He's pretty good, so he knows him a little bit. So like I'll reach out to guys that I know to give me some tips and pointers because at the end of the day, like fielding punts is really hard and it's really something you got to be really good at. So I just got to make sure that I'm on like all my P's and Q's and just knowing what I need to do and take it very seriously.
What is it, the spin of the ball or something?
Yeah, so like last week, the first week we played a rugby guy who's Australian. So he did a lot of different stuff. He kicked line drives, did different things. And then last week was a lefty, so then it's a different spin than a righty guy where I usually face. So then I would have to catch some jugs that spin the opposite way because the ball tails differently. So it's a lot that goes into it. Just, catching punts is definitely a skill that's really hard.
Yeah, Houston had a punt return for a touchdown, just the flag took it back. Anything you learned from that when you see another team score?
Yeah, it gives you confidence that, the opportunities will be there. And with this guy, he's a really good punter. He's got a strong leg, but then again, I got to look at that as he's going to maybe outkick his coverage a few times. So when he does that, definitely take advantage of it.
What are some of the advantages you see when you look at Texas Tech on tape and everything for your offense?
Yeah, some advantages I see, definitely they play a lot of different coverages. And then again, sometimes they get mixed up because they play so many. Sometimes like half the field plays one coverage and half the field plays another coverage. So sometimes they get mixed up, and we could take advantage of that by just playing fast and making them run sideline to sideline and stuff like that. But they're a really good defense overall.
Is there a little bit more juice when you're playing a Power 5 team at home under the lights?
Yeah, but then again, like for me is, I take, look at every Saturday as an opportunity for me to go out and play football. So even last Saturday, like I know my games are limited and football is limited, so I just enjoy every moment. But then again, playing under the lights against a big Power 5 team, it's going to be special to go out there this Saturday.
As you're trying to build the program and get name recognition and everything, I mean, how important are these opportunities to capitalize?
Yeah, for sure. I know we've had quite a few opportunities to play some other Power 5 teams out of conference, and we haven't made the best of the opportunity. So we're just looking forward to the opportunity to once again just prove ourselves and just compete on Saturday and just show the nation what we can do.
is that something y'all talk about, or is that just something you know?
That's just something I know. We don't really talk about it just because year to year you have different teams, and then also we just want to take it one game at a time. It doesn't really matter who we're playing. I think we just focus on ourselves getting better. We usually take care of business. So.
We've asked a few guys recently. We mentioned the lights. How excited are you to see the red lights?
Yeah,
there?
I mean, I've walked out a couple times at nighttime after watching film and stuff, and they're testing them out, and they seem really cool. So definitely excited to see that.
What gives you a bigger thrill, catching a big pass or running back a punt? Maybe not for a touchdown, but just a nice return.
I mean, I think they're both. I mean, I would probably say, is this pass a touchdown or is this like a big pass?
Well, like a third down completion.
Okay. I definitely would say a punt return, just because they're hard to come by, and then I think it just helps sets up the offense, like Coach talks about complementary football. And if I can get the ball past the 50, then we're almost guaranteed some type of points in that drive. So I feel sort of responsible for helping the team in that aspect. So punt returns are definitely something that I take advantage of and try to help the team out with.
What's more frightening, catching the punt, knowing guys are coming at you full speed, or going over the middle, knowing you might be?
I would say catching a punt just because, like, the team's on your back and you don't get any do-overs. So, if you go across the middle on a pass and they hit and it's deflected, next play, you can make up for it. But, like, it's just, and I don't like speaking negatively about that stuff, but it's just like, it's a tough job. So I feel like I'm the right guy for it. I've been doing it for a while, so I'm excited to just continue to help this team do it.
I'm just curious in a way, we talked to, when you're playing a team like Texas Tech who wants to run 100 plays and run them fast and everything, what does that do for your offense? Your defense could be facing a lot of plays and stuff and everything, but what do for your offense, you know, just that, and then it's like, okay, do we have to keep up scoring, or, I mean, how's that, you know, affect on your side of the ball?
Yeah, I think our mindset is, you know, if they're a fast-paced team, that we're really good on getting a lot of 3-and-outs on defense, they're going to be in a tough situation because we can have the ball and the time of possession will be on our side just because we're a team that methodically gets first downs, you know. And we have some big, you know, we play fast at times, but if a team is playing fast and, you know, disregards time of possession and all that stuff, I feel like we can really take advantage of that. And, I mean, I think last year, I mean, Clemson doesn't play that fast, but I think what sort of won us that game was I think the time of possession and keeping the defense off the field. Because I think the offense had almost like 100 plays that game, and the defense only had like 60. And I feel like it really wore down the Clemson defense by the overtimes. You know, they were sort of tired. So we have that mindset if we just, you know, do what we do, we'll be fine.